is Ed from Exotic Blanks. Today we're going to do a video on replacing the pen nib. Now I know there are videos out there already about replacing the pen nib, but they make it look much more simple than it has ever been for me. So we're going to do one in the real world and show you what you run into as you're trying to get this out. This particular one is from a Virage Fountain pen. And the Virage is no different from most of the fountain pens. They're all going to have about the same way of doing this. First of all, you can unscrew the gold part or whatever color it is. Then you're left with this, which is your housing, the feed, and the nib. What we're going to do is replace just the nib. There's the nib that's going to go in there. But in all the other videos that you see about this, they grab this and pull it and it comes out. That isn't the way it is in the real world. In the real world, this is in there tight. So in order to get it out, I rock it back and forth. And sometimes I can do this for 5 minutes. Now this one is not prepared. I have not done anything to it, so we'll see how fast I can get it out. There it is. I will tell you that I have stronger than average hands. Once it's out, you have the feed system here. All you need to do when you put the new one back in, there is, I'm going to try to get this closer, then I lose my light. This black part should just be a little inside each of the two ends. Okay, so you want to get the black part so it's just a little inside the two ends. And then you slide that whole thing back in. Now, a couple of things you should notice about this. First of all, this base down here is D-shaped. There is a flat. Again, I don't know that you can see it on the video, but there is a flat right there. That flat, of course, has to correspond to the flat that's inside the housing. So when you put this back in, what you want to do is take the whole assembly, line it up the way you want it. Your first alignment is not terribly critical because you'll probably have to change it anyway. Look for the flat. As I turn this, I run into the spot that it will go down in, like that. And then it's just a matter of pushing it back into place. When it's in the right position, you can look at the, in our case, the Heritance logo, and it will be maybe a 1/16 of an inch above the black housing. Don't lose the little ring here, the little trim ring. This just gets re-screwed into here, like so, and you have achieved the change in nib. As I say, I did not prepare this, but this one came out easier than some do. When you're trying to get this thing out, if you run into problems, remember that you have that flat in there. So go back and forth this way, and at the same time, don't put pressure on the nib itself if you can avoid it. You're going to try to pull that back and forth, wiggle it back and forth until it comes out of the housing. But you remember you want to get both the nib and the feed, so it's not difficult. It's just a matter of continuing to try until you succeed. That's all there is to it. Good luck. Bye now.